Ooh. Ooh. Welcome back to the White Stoner channel here on YouTube. So this is an overly due video I should have done a while ago. So this is WWE updates or Raw recap, whatever you want to call it, from the 12th. And then for everybody who doesn't know, Saturday night's main event is January 24th. So that is coming up. So don't forget about that. It's going to be on Peacock or NBC or whatever you got. So this is last week's Monday Night Raw if you haven't seen it. We had Drew McIntyre, I believe he came out as WWE Champion. I believe he did on Raw there. Because I have it written down. Maybe I didn't. Nope. No, he didn't. That was SmackDown. Okay. So big news. Prior to Raw here, we had the 3 Stages of Hell match between Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. I still got it recorded. I got to go back and watch it. But I did see the ending. That was a phenomenal. I am a little shocked still that WWE actually did that. I know a lot of people were complaining pretty much that Cody Rhodes wasn't a good champion. And it seems like a lot of that nowadays, I'm not really understanding why. But whenever the champion gets pushed, or whoever is big and then finally gets pushed, it just seems like it's not good. Like for Jey Uso, he was popular for a minute doing the the Yeet movement, if I can speak, and then he wins the Rumble, and then everyone just wasn't feeling him after the Rumble win, and then he taps out Gunther. I'm not understanding, but it seems like nowadays, every time WWE pushes somebody, the crowd just doesn't get behind it anymore when they're behind the superstar. So, hopefully they can push LA Knight this year, or Sami Zayn, one of those two guys. And then hopefully it works out for either one of them. But so we had Pyro, something we have not seen in a long time, or at least I haven't seen Pyro to start WWE in a long time. I thought that was very fun, very interesting. It shocked me. Like, are we having Pyro back to start WWE again? If that's the case, can we have the Titantrons back, where it shows a clip of their matches, or their highlight of their career? Can we have that back? Next up, and then we had Rhea and Io starting the show, celebrating their tag team championship win. And then, of course, Liv and Roxanne Perez come out to pretty much say they want a shot at the tag team titles. We then had Bayley and Lyra Valkyria also wanting a challenge at the titles. And my favorite thing that Bayley does is ding dong. I like when she does that. And then, of course, we had the former champions wanting a challenge. That would have been the Kabuki Warriors. And yes, I did write down cheat sheets. Okay, then we had AJ Styles had an interview about Gunther, pretty much. Our first match of the night was Javon Evans' debut on Raw versus Bravo Americano. Yeah, you see the facial expression. It was a decent match for what it was. And then CM Punk comes out addresses Braun Breaker. Then Finn Balor comes out and is supposed to challenge him. I think it's tomorrow. I believe Finn Balor gets his it's not WrestleMania shot. Jeez, I think it's tomorrow that Finn Balor faces CM Punk for the world title, and then I doubt it, but if WWE was to take the title off of CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, put him on Drew McIntyre and Finn Balor, my mind would be blown, because I don't know about what you guys think and or feel, but Finn Balor is overdue for a world title shot, and it's ridiculous. He's had plenty of world title shots, but he had one world title shot, or one world title under his belt, and that's the first ever Universal Champion. Literally the next night on Raw. I know you know you know. So, yes, Finn Balor definitely deserves a world title. Do I think they're gonna actually give him the title? No, I don't think they will. But it would be very interesting if they did. And then we had Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez versus Bayley, Lyra Valkyria, and the Kabuki Warriors for the #1 contenders for Rhea Ripley and Io Sky's Tag Team Championships. And Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez are the #1 contenders for that. And then we had Bronson Reed and Austin Theory versus Dragon Lee and Penta in a tag team match. And I believe that match, yep, it ended in no DQ. And then we had Braun Breaker pretty much being pissed off that he didn't win the world title yet, and doing what I want to do. Now listen, I've been playing WWE 2K25, obviously, just like you have. So I don't know if you guys do Universal Mode or not, but when I do, I become my created superstar. When I'm sitting in my spot, in my head, I'm my superstar while I'm playing the whole game. And during Universal Mode, I like to use my head and come up with my own storylines and whatnot. So, my biggest storyline for this year was that Adam Pearce has screwed me out of the title about 3 or 4 times now, and he had to recruit a WCW superstar to cash in on me, who is still under a 5-year contract with WCW, and it hasn't been finalized yet, but the WWE, the Raw's World Champion, is set to win the WCW World Title. It's just when. So, I don't know if that's actually happened in real life, but in my game, a character I created, he's gonna become the first ever world heavyweight champion and WCW champion at the same time. Now, yeah, so pretty much I wanted my character on the 2K25. If I was him, I would want to do what Braun Breaker got to do to Adam Pearce for always screwing me out of that world title. I'm a 3-time world champ. It says I've held it over 300 days, but yeah. And then we had AJ Styles versus Gunther in the main event, and that was fun. So, I might as well just go along and continue on. So if you don't know me, my other favorite sport is NASCAR. And I really haven't made too many NASCAR videos or talked much about NASCAR on here. It's usually wrestling or VHS tapes. So I figured I would go ahead and make a NASCAR video along with this. So if you did not watch NASCAR last year, Denny Hamlin got robbed out of the championship once again. Now for the 2026 season, I heard a lot of people didn't like the playoff formats and whatnot. I didn't mind the playoff format. It was a little easier for me to understand. But I'm also grateful that I get to experience this now that I'm an adult. When they were doing the chase format back in the 2000s, I was obviously a kid. I didn't understand how it worked and whatnot. And then 2014 came around, and then it was the win and you're in situation. I don't know if that happened in 2013 or whatnot, but all I remember was hearing Junior win the Daytona 500 that year, and he was talking about how he doesn't have to worry about getting in the playoffs because he's already got the win and you're in. So that is something I'm gonna miss, because it was easier for me to determine, or not determine, it was easier for me to know which drivers were in it to win the championship and who were not in that spot to win the championship. So I have been playing NASCAR Thunder 2003 on PS2, so hopefully figuring out the chase format on that will help. But enough rambling on. Let me read you what I wrote down. For the 2026 season, the chase format is back for all three series, moving away from elimination style playoffs back to a points based style. The final 10 races rewarding season long consistency and race wins, with a new points mode that gives more value to victories and resets points. The goal is to make every race matter more, with 16 drivers making the Cup Series chase, competing for the championship based on the total points. So maybe on TV they'll be able to explain it a little better for me, but as of right now, that's still a little confusing. But it is what it is. So there you go. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and we're getting pretty close to 870 subscribers, and then we're also getting pretty close to 900 subscribers. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. Come on, let's get to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, because I want to see if the plaque is real. I know I see it. I know it's real, but is it real? Would they actually send it to me in the mail? I don't know, but it's up to you guys. You guys gotta subscribe, then I can do that unboxing, and then I can thank you all. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Let's help it grow and help it get moving up there in the world. So until next time, you know what to do. Of course, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave a like. And of course, your host, White Stoner, is out.